This is the fourth time I'm making this video now. Just the other three times failed because just pure witchcraft anyway. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. God is good, and it can only get more and more defined. The lights are going out on me, but yeah, God is the owner of the lights anyway. So it's very important that we, you know, for the true brethren now that preaching things about the COVID vaccine, it's very important that we don't come out of the harlotry and the falsehood of the institutional church and and come out and start drawing people to ourselves unknowingly. So I need to warn and people, and also warn you guys, and also encourage people, anybody that's going to watch this, about not falling into condemnation about the COVID-19 vaccine. So yeah, it's very it's don't let anybody, no matter how sincere the person's milk and messages have been, just come and tell you that um that the mark of the beast is the COVID vaccine. Just like that, just it just creeped up on you and you've taken, oh, how come them? No, you've been showing good discernment, all year long, just like me. I'm right here, you understand, and and the Big Brother Nigeria show is going on, in the parlor, and I don't watch it. You get, no matter what family says, I don't watch it. You get. My true family are those in Christ. You get. So, and we do not condone things that are not of Christ. You understand? If you're of Christ, you shouldn't be watching that show. So, it's just what it is. So let nobody come now tell you that something's just gonna, the mark of the beast of all things, something so major just gonna keep up on you. God is not a, it's just God's not a, it's not it's not sly, it's not sly. Do you understand? He is for us. Do you understand? And he said, "Man, sheep hear my voice." And we always find pasture. We always find pasture. We find answers in it. So don't look to one man and say, "Oh man, those guys are saying actually makes sense." You understand? This is about a personal relationship. You have to understand that if you're truly following Christ. Do you understand? That this is about you and Christ, because He separates you unto Himself. Call out once, like ecclesia. Do you understand? As many of these brethren, which have been preaching the truth in past, you get say, they're just like have this sect, become this sect about this, about COVID vaccine, being mark of the beast, and it's like when Jesus said that, the land is free for the sons, but yeah, let's pay tax. They give Caesar what Caesar, give to God what's God's. Do you understand? I took it because okay, my dad and my cousin were going out one day, and I should stay with him, so I stay under his roof. So it's like, okay, you know, but that was not why I did it anyway, not because I stay under his roof. Do you understand? But he said, let's go. I said, all right. So, all right. Who created the things which used to make the vaccine? God. Do you understand? I'm free of it. Like just the land for the sun. I'm free from the fear of death and all that. We literally have more than the the blood on our doorpost. We are literally soaked in the blood of Christ. If you are for Him, if you are His. Do you understand? So we don't have to fear nothing. Do you understand? I don't believe in COVID vaccine. Do you get? Doesn't mean I discredit it either. Do you understand? It doesn't mean I dismiss the the essence of it in this world and all that. Do you understand? It doesn't mean I go out of my way to take it. Do you understand? But I got to take it. So do you get? But no one's gonna come and tell me that God is just gonna slime me like that and say that, okay, I've taken the mark of the beast. No, it's not. Those of people change that. You're drawing people to you, and as much as you always claim to not want to instill fear in them, which eventually you're doing, because maybe I know you think you probably consider the fact that you actually think you're sincere about this thing and all that. I understand where you're coming from. So you're trying not to, you're like telling people that, okay, don't be scared about this thing. I'm not trying to condemn you, but eventually that's what you're doing. Eventually that's what you're doing, because you're drawing people to yourself to listen to you. You get, as though they couldn't hear Jesus for themselves. Do you understand? So it's very important that we all keep this thing plain, and regard the burden as a burden, and people that actually hear from Jesus then for themselves. So do you understand? You're not going to tell anybody the mark of the beast. It's like a brother said something about how this might be like a precondition towards taking that mark, because just like how the devil told Eve that you're not going to die, but obviously she didn't die immediately, but eventually Adam and Eve died. Do you understand? After eating the fruit. But this is not a precondition. Just like saying that because Jesus took that stuff, it's a conformist, he compromised. He paid the tax. So, but it doesn't mean that at the end of the day, Jesus forsook all of us and forsook God, by not going to God. He did. People that forsook him knew them. So literally the disciples, they left, they scattered. The shepherd was taking the sheep scattered. So they scattered, and they knew for themselves that, okay, we are leaving this man now, we are leaving him right now, you get, because we are scared for our lives and all that, you get. But now that's the exact same way the markup is gonna be. You get, we're gonna know exactly what you're doing. People of the world, just like people try to, excuse many of these shows, many of these things, many of in the things they do and all that. You get, again, try to give excuse for it, but obviously they know it's immoral. You get, righteous, but they hate righteousness, so they're not gonna go for it. They're gonna, it's like they're gonna conform to the world, and to the new world order and all that stuff. But we are always gonna follow Christ. We're always gonna hear His voice. Okay, so now, don't let anybody tell you you're getting preconditioned to anything. All right, don't let anybody tell you any of that. Don't let anybody tell you what is the market. This is something super important. People should not be so hasty to just what the only thing that I'm having a lead into, which I'm praying towards, is that probably the COVID vaccine is, the first Osman. Then so the COVID itself, because it's just conquering and conquering. People have even done research about the crown, the COVID microbial, the microscopic structure and all that. Well, notwithstanding, I couldn't just shake off the conquering the waves, and there was a variant, second wave, first wave, this and that. So it's very, very much like that. But that's on the side. That is really something I'm really considering, that because this is pure evil. This is pure evil being unleashed. Right now it's unrestricted. It's going on. It's just getting worse. It's conquering and it's conquering. People are dying and dying. You get, so that but down on the side, yes. But yeah. So this, don't let anybody tell you, it's the mark of the beast. There's nothing wrong with taking a vaccine. There's nothing sinful about taking a vaccine. Take a vaccine as children. If children are born today, still going to take a vaccine. You get, so even as a secondary school, I think they told us to take another dose of a vaccine. It doesn't measles, I don't know. Do you get? So taking a vaccine has never been a sin. It will never be a sin. Do you understand? It will never be a sin. Do you get? Unless it's explicitly clear that it's just very clear that this is going to be the mark of the beast, and Jesus is going to tell you, you're going to have discernment. So keep working with Him and walk with Him. Let nobody. The only fear can only, there's no fear in perfect love. You get, you love Him, He loves us. We listen to Him. He listens to us. He listens to our requests. You get, yeah, and our cries, and so that the only fear can only come from outside. Can only come from outside, and that's from people, whether they do it knowingly or unknowingly. So let's not be ignorant. So this is to encourage you all. You get, and to also to warn the brethren, propagating this thing. Don't talk to people like they don't have discernment. That's the stuff of the institutional church. Okay, so yeah, let's not be hasty. Let's not prematurely, release, just say things, and let's be very careful. Yeah, God bless you all.